That is me in 2008. My buddy Dan, my best friend Victor. Back then, before that moment, I was a really shy kid. My dad, he was a prison warden, and we had to move around a lot. He retired about like 2006 or 15, and we went to Pennsylvania to be close to my mom's family. And I was a really awkward and shy kid, like hardcore. And I played a lot of video games. That was like one of my saving things ever, especially when I got World of Warcraft. That was just sucking me in for like days. So in high school, I didn't really have any friends, and one of two things happened that were amazing. I was trying to, well, one, I hated school so much because I felt like I was out of place. And I found out through the guidance office that there's this thing called Career Exploratory, and I can go spend time out of class during school at a radio station, right? That would later become the radio station that was my first part-time and full-time job, and a place that I love so much. I love the people there because it was family. Also, by doing that, I met a guy named Tom. He was in charge of a radio station, and he became like a second father to me. He was like a real coach. He was like, hey, my daughter's in theater. You need to do theater. And I was like, oh, no. But eventually I caved in. I was a shy kid, started out doing sound, eventually got into acting, and met friends I am friends with to this day. And the reason why I'm starting that video off is because I never thought that I would be not a shy kid at the time. I was like, I don't think I had anxiety, but maybe I did have anxiety of people. Maybe I had anxiety that I was going to fail, or the always thought in my head that I'm a loser. And those thoughts were always in my head at the time. Yesterday we hit 100,000 subscribers. And that is something I can't understand. I can't understand why anyone will watch anything I make. Like, guys, you have no idea how appreciative I am of you. And I am so appreciative of the family, the community that we have here. Whether you've been in our Discord server, one of the live streams at twitch.tv/Blessious, it's not a plug, or leaving a comment or just watching a video. You have no idea how appreciative I am of you guys. And if you like my content, I am so thankful, but this is our channel. This is us. This is our community, and you have no idea how appreciative I freaking am of you. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart. I went from a shy kid to working at a radio station, talking behind a mic. I eventually went to making all the radio station commercials, and eventually doing a lot of the video stuff in the background, whether it's for, we produced cable commercials, we did stuff for the social media sites, because like around like 2009 was like the big Facebook boom, and I was pretty awkward at it, but you know, I had the time of my life because the people I worked with were amazing. About 2013, I was 23, and I got called up by the big leagues. The people that owned the radio station had a group of radio stations in Virginia Beach. That's where the corporate office was. And I got to do the social media stuff there. And I liked it. It didn't have the exact like family feeling there. I did that, but I was able to meet my fiance. She was in the Navy. She was stationed in Norfolk. I fell head over heels for her. Later, we got our dogs, Han and Leia. And after that, I started doing voiceovers. I was doing that for a solid, like almost a year, like about like 9 to 10 months. I was doing voiceovers for things like Wasteland 2, the video game, commercials, also like apps and like weird business thing, whether it's phone lines, whether it's like instructional videos, whether it's corporate videos. I was doing those kind of things and being a radio guy. This is Radio Station C.
New hit music station, Power 100. Now to prove we are not just a bunch of talk. Here, have some hits. Well, about 10,000 of them. It's 10,000 songs in a row, and it starts now.
I love that. And before Sophie deployed, she deployed in that April, I proposed to her. Also, the weird thing is that was like 2 years ago, and next month, November 4th, we are actually getting married. And while I was also doing those voiceovers, I started doing YouTube and dabbling, mainly because she was away and I needed stuff to do, and I loved Destiny, and I started making Destiny videos, and they caught a little bit of traction. And I was like, hey, I really enjoy this. Everything wound up to this moment right here where we hit 100,000 subscribers. From the bottom of my heart, I can't say thank you enough. All right, guys, I'm going to cut the sappy stuff. Just know how appreciative I am. I do have one thing for you guys. It's not the biggest thing, but, a lot of people do milestones and t-shirts, and I'm going to be cheesy and do one too. That is the Holy Taco 100K t-shirt, and it's available for 20 days. Technically 20. It'll say 19 because it's a counting down timer. You can find the Design by Humans link down in the description and also the iCard above. I hope you guys enjoy it. I was thinking of something that you guys might like, and I do have a lot of people saying stuff about Holy Tacos. So I figured that's better than a logo, and you can also find that logo right there, the Holy Taco one, on my Twitch as an emote too. Seriously, guys, like yesterday, I kind of knew 100K was coming, but that was like the most surreal feeling I've ever had, seeing like those numbers just go up. The odd thing is I made a video over on Twitter, and as I like saw it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's there. And it was kind of like a stupid, silly video, but the amount of love I got over there. So seriously, from the bottom of my heart, just know I love you. And one other thing that I do want to say, and I'm very adamant about, I made a couple videos about this in the past. If you are ever in a position in your life where you feel like you can't be you, if you feel like, like I used to have these burning like thoughts in the back of my head that I'm a constant failure, I'm not good enough for anything. And I know that those are there, and I know it's easy to be down on yourself. And I was in some dark places too in my life. And I just want you to know, like, there are people that are in the same boat as you, and there are people that are there for you. And I was just lucky enough to find radio and theater, and that took me out of my shell. And I was able to walk out of that shell. And for a while there, I was like really like bothered, like what people think of me. And that's a problem I have. But like it used to be a real problem. And eventually that all went away. Maybe it's because I don't live in my hometown. Maybe I'd be more worried. Like I live in Memphis now with my fiance because I followed her out here. And I really do not care about how people in the real world think of me, because I can only imagine that. I don't know. I don't give a care. You do you, dude. I'll do me. If you feel like you can't be yourself, find an activity that you love. If you love Super Smash Brothers, go try to go to like a Smash tournament, whether it's big or small, and I bet you're going to find like-minded people there, and you might find friendships that'll last forever. Because from either the radio station or theater, I have people that I consider closer than family that are still in my life. And all I'm saying is, don't let society beat you down, dude. You do you. You be who you want. And find others like you. And find happiness. Because what I'm doing on YouTube is something that I never thought I would be able to achieve. I always thought like those voices in the back of your head, oh, you can't do anything, you'll never get there. And when I started YouTube, 100K was just a distant dream. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for everything. And sorry this is long-winded. It's off the cuff. Nothing is scripted. This is just me talking. But I love you. I'm going to stop now. No more sappiness. I'm going to stop. You can find the link to the t-shirt in the description. And seriously, thank you so much for everything. Until next time, guys. Cowabunga!